in the community contract, you can have different roles, such as owners, admins, members, and so on. Control contract. So this contract is about controlling a specific account together. So like, it's not one person deciding that they're going to send money, or it's not one person deciding they're going to take some action, right? But it's like a group of people. So this contract's pretty simple. It says, okay, you need a minimum number of people to approve something, and you need a fraction. Like, for example, if your community is small, then you need like a minimum 2 people to approve it. But if your community is big, then you need only 5% of people to approve it. Doesn't matter which 5%.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as 5% of people approve an action, the action gets taken.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty general purpose contract, and it's used to replace any role or any account in the system, right? So for example, you have a mayor of the city, and so the mayor can do certain things. They can appoint managers, they can appoint administrators, right?
Mm-hmm.
So normally the mayor would just have his own private key, and he would just go click a button and say appoint administrator, right? And you know, again, I'm showing you that all of this is actually much more advanced what we're building than what you see here. What you see here is just you can send money. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't appoint an administrator. You can't manage roles and permissions. You can't do really anything except just send some money, right? That's it. So what we're doing is, hey, you can do a lot of different things. Like take this community contract, for example. So the mayor is able to do this, but you can replace the mayor with a consortium of like a few people. So the purpose of the control contract is to replace a single person with a group of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
In blockchain speak, we call it a multi-sig wallet, essentially. But look at the community contract. So in the community contract, you can have different roles, such as owners, admins, members, and so on. Historically, the way people were managing their community is through a database, right?
Mm-hmm.
The problem with the database is that you can't just, you can not just read from it, but you could also write to it. So I can say that this tournament director said, schedule info, ha, 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 right?
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, it's like, that's what the guy said, right? And no one can really prove that it's wrong.
Right.
So that's the difference between a centralized database and a decentralized one. Here, if I say that this guy has a certain role in the community, then it's going to have to follow the rules, right? So I could say that, for example, a certain role can manage other roles. So this right here, allow account with source role to manage other roles, right? So all these rules are set up once, and then the community proceeds under these rules. You can think of it as Constitution of the United States, right? It says, okay, this is what you can do. The Congress is going to be composed of this many people. They're going to vote this way, right? And you can have amendments to the Constitution, but you need 60% of people to vote for the amendment. So everything proceeds exactly as you want on the blockchain.